Okay, you see me with some, what looks like some pens in my pocket. These are not pens. You think I'm a big-time executive walking around with pens? These are not pens. What these are very important environmental protection things for us to use all the time. Let me explain to you why. First of all, we have here the fecal matters. Yeah, you got that right. I said fecal like in feces for all you people that might be a little challenged. Fecal/feces and other sanitizer. Let me explain to you what we mean by using this, why it's very important for you to use it. Let's say you go into a can, you got to take a dump, you're on your street, you're walking down the street, you walk by a gas station, a restaurant, someplace that's not your house, and you got to take a dump real bad. You got to use the facilities, you got to use the can. You walk in there and you take a look and you see the slimy, dirty, stinking mess that you walked into. But you know you got to use it. You look down on the toilet seat. There's paper from the last person hanging over the edges. You know you can't sit down in it. It's too disgusting. It's turning you. But you know you got to, because you got about a minute before your butt releases this perfect storm from what's going to be, not a perfect storm, but what's going to be coming out of your butt. It's going to be releasing in about a minute. So you got to sit. The only question is where it's going to go when it comes out of your butt. So you know you got to sit down on this thing. You take out your handy-dandy Fecal Matters hand sanitizer, give it a few squirts, squirt around the seat, and you can sit down. You might not be comfortable sitting on it, but at least you know you squirted with your sanitizer. Okay, now you get finished doing what you came in there for. You know, I don't have to explain to you, but you get the drift. You get finished with it. Now you got the dilemma. You got to hit the flush handle. You do have to hit the flush handle because you got to get that stuff down. Okay, but what do? Who touched that flush handle before you? What moron used his hands in there? What was on his hands when he touched it? Okay, take your hand sanitizer, spray the handle. Now you got other dilemmas as you get up. You got to go to the sink. You got to wash your hands. And you should wash. Please wash your hands. But what if the guy that used the facilities before you, used the can before you, didn't wash his hands? He walked straight to the door. Or if he did wash his hands, you know, you got to spray the wash handles. You go. Let's say he didn't go, or he or she, you know, could be either one, goes to the door and touches the door without washing the hands. What do you got to do? You got to spray the handle of the door. Then when you get out, okay, you're not finished. You got to spray your hands just in case you missed a few things, because you don't want any feces doing a tap dance on your hands. Okay, you got yourself all sanitized, hopefully, and you're all set to go. Do yourself a favor, do the rest of the citizens a favor of this great country, and use it. Okay, now we got another product. You say, what else could you have in your pocket there that's so important for the environment? Well, I'm going to tell you what we have here. What we have here is the Fecal brand, okay, Doo-Doo Stinks air freshener. And I say doo-doo like, you know what I'm talking about. You get the drift, the stuff that we're releasing, the waste, you know. The Fecal brand Doo-Doo Stinks air freshener. Let me explain to you how this works. Let's say you're out in the street, you're walking down the street, you're out and about, you're at the opera, at the symphony, you're just at some friend's house or whatever it is, you're a guest at someplace, and you let out a little gas, okay? And then you have one of those uh-oh moments. What do I mean by an uh-oh moment? I'll tell you what I mean by an uh-oh moment. Let's say with the gas comes out a few little pebbles. A few nuggets come out with the gas. Now you say to yourself, uh-oh, I stink. Not a problem. You take out your air freshener, take the top off, and I can't show you exactly because the camera is on a tripod. It's a one-man show we got here. It doesn't go up and down. But what I'm going to do is you maybe get the drift. You take the air freshener and give your shorts a squirt in the back there. See what I mean? I don't know if you can see it. Squirt your shorts in the back there. At least you got some protection until you get home, until you can empty your shorts in the can. Okay. Now let's say you let out some. Let's say you go walk into. You're at somebody's house, not your own house. You're at somebody's house. You're at someplace other, and you're using the can bathroom/waste room. I call it waste room. You say tomatoes. I say tomatoes. I call it waste room. Bathroom. You know where I'm talking about. You know the room I'm talking about. You're in there. You go in there. You walk in, and whoa. The smell is overwhelming. Now what do you do? Because I remember I said doo-doo stinks, you know, the bathrooms, they got an odor, you know. Well, what do you do? Okay, you can't sit there and hold your breath for 5 or 10 minutes, you know, that's not doable, okay? You take out your handy dandy doo-doo stinks air freshener and you give us the place a squirt, okay? Now at least you can sit there for 5 or 10 minutes. This will not mask the odor, it eliminates the odor. At least that's what the manufacturers say. Hopefully it does. Okay, now you can sit there. Now, okay, you're ready to come out of there. Now, let's say you're at somebody's house, you're a guest for dinner at somebody's house. A lot of people are invited. You're in the can, you get finished. Now you stink it up, okay? Now, before you open the door, think about this, please. Before you open the door, there could be another guest waiting to come in right after you. Now, you don't want to open the door and he walks in, he or she walks in, and they get a whiff of what you just did, how you stunk the place. Now you're horrified, you're mortified, because you know when they get back to the table, they're going to tell the other guests at the place, don't use the can because so-and-so just walked out and boy, did he leave a stink there. Wait 20 or 25 minutes to try and hold it in until you have to, because it's not doable. Okay, so what do? Before you walk out, before you open that door, give the place a spray. Do somebody else a favor. Let them not walk in. Okay, now this is going to eliminate stinks. It's going to eliminate smells. Okay, stenches, I can't promise you, because a stench is something unto its own. But I think it might help with a stench. A stench is big time stuff we're talking here. A stink, a smell, yeah, you're good to go with this. Please, please use it. Let me just give you an idea what we're talking about. Let me just walk a little closer to it, to the camera, and you can see what we're talking about. Doo-doo stinks air freshener, fecal matters, hand other sanitizer. Use them.